Hi, this is Tamika with Pastries, Pumps, and Pie, and I am here with a YouTube collab loop group video. So the YouTube collab loop group is a group that is created and managed by Lisa Marie, who is at Creatively Lisa Marie on all socials. So shout out to Lisa. The way the YouTube collab loop group works is every week there is a theme and a group of content creators get together and provide their own interpretation of that theme. So the way that it works is you start out a video, you watch the video, you show some love. That's really appreciated when you do that. Excuse me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Then when you go into the description box of the video, you will see a link that will take you to the next video. And you'll just keep looping through the videos until you get back to where you started, and then you know you've completed the loop. So the theme for this week is home. So I'm going to be working in my creative journal, but I'm going to be using some of my card making supplies. And then I'm going to do a little bit of stamping in the journal, and I don't know what else I'm going to do in there, but I got a lot of little bitty pieces that I have to work with, and forgive me if I don't quite get it right, because this is my first time working with these pieces, and when I say it's a lot of little pieces, it's a lot of little pieces. So there's even a piece that's not wanting to come out of there. It's kind of stuck in there. Okay, there it is. So there it is. This heart is not one of the pieces. So I'm going to make a house is what I'm going to be doing here, is making a house. So I'm going to start with, I think, the windows, because I think they're going to be the most tedious part of this. Now I'm thinking I might need another piece somehow, some way. And I really hope not, because I don't want to have to cut out another piece, but I think I need another one of this piece. I don't want to do any more cutting. I thought I did all the die cutting that I needed to do, but I do think I need another one of this piece here, because you know what? No, I don't. I know where this piece, I don't even need that piece at all, actually. Let me see what I'm doing here. I think I just put, for the window, I think I just put this down and put these little pieces inside. I think that's how that's gonna work. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty tedious. So I actually need to start with my base of my card. So, well, I'm not making a card, but you know, the base of this image, let's put it that way. So now I am a little confused as to how this goes. I think it goes like that. Yeah. Okay. And so I need to get my windows down, because I'm going to have two windows. There's not a lot of space for all of this, because there are going to be shutters as well. Do I need to zoom in some more so y'all can see a little better? Okay, zoom in a little bit. Okay, so then I need to make sure I find the right pieces to the window, which I think are these pieces. And hopefully, like I said, I cut enough, because I do not want to cut any more pieces. I think I cut enough. So that is why I like this Barely Art Precision glue, because it has that little tip which makes it a lot easier for me to get everything down. Now, I'm missing one of those pieces. Made its surface. Here it is. A lot of this cardstock is from scrapbook.com, so if you're into crafting or whatever, because you can use a lot of these things in your planner, feel free to use my affiliate link in the description box, and that will save you when you go to scrapbook.com and buy you all the crafty things. Okay, so then there's going to be shutters on here as well. So I really need to kind of figure out how this is going to be laid out. So I got to get the spacing right. Okay. So let me do this. I'm going to put this, I'm going to line it up here on this line. And that way I can kind of gauge where I want everything to go. Let's see, what if I brought everything down to that height there? Let me see if I like that. Yeah, this is very tedious, y'all. This is just an insight as to what I do to make my handcrafted cards. Sometimes I have all the die pieces, all tons and tons of little die pieces that I hand craft together to create my greeting cards. Every little card, I make it. Every single one. No help from anybody. Nobody wants to help me make cards. I can't even get anybody to help me cut card bases. Like, nobody wants to help me. But yeah, all of it, I do it myself. I cut the card bases. Some people will purchase ready-made card bases. I have not done that because I want my card bases to be a very good paperweight. So I prefer to cut those myself and make sure that it's a good paperweight. Now I've got to just decide if I think those windows are too low, which I kind of think they are. So if I go up here, because there's one other piece that's going to go on this main frame, this main piece here. This is kind of frustrating because these pieces keep moving. But there's another piece that's going to go here, and is it this piece? No. It's this piece. So this piece is going to go down here. So I guess I can raise these up some more. Okay. As long as I get an idea, because I got to have the right spacing to get the shutters, because I do want 2 windows. I think it would look awkward with shutters and 1 window. Okay, I'm gonna go for it, y'all. I just need to keep this piece straight because that's guiding everything for me here. So I just take this glue. Like I said, it is very good with that needle point. And then you have some wiggle room before the glue dries, which I like. Now, I don't really use tape runner that much with my cards. I prefer the glue because of the wiggle room. And I've been hearing that if you use tape, the tape runners, that they eventually will kind of loosen up. Like they won't stay, the cards won't stay adhered together very well. I've used tape runner very seldomly with my cards. There was one set of cards that I made, and the issue was that I used a scrapbook paper, not a cardstock, and so it was kind of thin. And I didn't want to have problems with it ripping with me trying to glue it with the wet glue. So I use tape runner on that, but most of the time I use glue. I just think the glue is a better option for me. Okay. All right, now let's see how this window over here is gonna go. And yeah, like I said, for something this thin, I'd rather use glue instead of the needle point. Okay, so let's do this piece. Ooh. Okay, I think that's about the right height. This can get very messy. I tend to keep a wet paper towel off to the side when I'm doing cards and crafting, and because that helps with a lot of my little messes that I make. So I tend to keep that around for easy cleanup, especially if I'm stamping. I need to have a wet paper towel because if not, ooh, goodness, it's gonna be a problem. I feel like this window's crooked. It is looking, whoops, it is looking a little on the crooked side, but we're gonna go with it. So that's down, and then I'm gonna put this strip down at the bottom. Yeah, I think it is a little crooked, but it could just be me because I'm not good with straight lines. One thing about this little cutting mat, this is just a cheap one I got from the Dollar Tree. One good thing about it is having those grit lines kind of help you with placement. Okay. There's that, and then we're going to go ahead and fill in these spaces. So I'm just going to put a little inkling of the glue. I thought that the windows were going to be done a different way. I thought it was going to cut out the blue part in a complete background and then the white would just go over it. But that is not how it works. So with that particular die, you have to cut the window out twice because it's going to cut out everything. It's going to cut out the trim and then the panels. So if you want them to be different colors, you've got to cut it out twice, one time in each of the colors. So that's what I had to do with that die. And you know, I've always wondered, y'all, why are they called dies? Does anybody know? If you know, comment below and let me know. I've always wondered, why are they called dies? Now, my house is going to have all kinds of crazy, funky colors, okay? And they may not necessarily work that well together, and that's okay. But let me explain to you why I'm going to have all kinds of crazy, funky colors. Because I was mainly trying to use my scraps of paper, okay? That's why. Mainly trying to use my scraps. So, this is my little, what do they call these? Dormer windows. So I'm just realizing that this needed to be cut in a different color. Yep, I'm just realizing that. And I don't want to cut it again. Yeah, I think that's what was supposed to happen with this. But y'all, we're just gonna go with it because I'm not pulling out the die machine again. So our little dormer is gonna look weird. Like I said, this is my first time using this die set. I have not used it before. I just got this recently. Goodness. There you go. So yeah, I haven't used it before, but we're gonna go with it, and that's gonna be our little window. So I'm gonna put a little glue on the back, and there is our dormer window. It is what it is with the window there, okay? But how do you make that work? I don't know. That's an interesting question. How do you get the color that you want? Get the panels the way you want? Oh, I just figured it out. So I should have done the color, and then these panel, those little pieces, got it. Now I know for future purposes. Got it. All right, now we're going to set this aside, and we're going to pull out another piece. So let's go with the other piece of our house. We'll start with this piece here. And I'm going to put this on. Let me make sure I get it all right. And then I think this goes on. Yep, and then all the little pieces in the middle and the door. I didn't cut my door. Y'all, I was supposed to cut my door and I don't wanna. Well, you know what? We're gonna have the same issue we had with that window. That's gonna go there because I'm not about to bring that machine out again. Okay, so I gotta remember that there is another piece that goes on here. So this goes at the bottom. So I think I'm gonna start with this piece. Let's start with that. That way I can make sure I do the rest of it. as necessary. Well, at least one good thing that just came out of the lack of die cutting that I did is that the window and the door will be the same. Right? So sometimes you just gotta look at the positive. All right, so there's that. Let's get this down. Okay. Okay, and we want to try to center this. Okay, and then we'll put the door and center it. If I've been out of frame, I absolutely apologize. So this is fun because y'all get to see me experiment with this die set for the first time. And I'm not going to even cut out the errors or anything like that. I want you to see all of that, okay? All of it. All right, I'm gonna grab this right here because this is very fragile. And we're gonna go ahead and get our glue. The good thing about this glue is if you have it kind of seeping over, it does pretty much dry pretty clear, so that's a good thing. Y'all, the Christmas cards I made that I didn't sell. I made a candy cane card, and there were all these little pieces to the candy cane that I had to put together. They were very thin pieces like this window frame. And oh my word, it took me forever. And I was super ambitious. I made 4 cards like that. And yeah, it took a while. It sure did. It took me a long while. But they were cute. Like I said, I didn't sell them, but I gave them to coworkers. All my cards I gave them to coworkers because I didn't sell any of them. I gave them to my coworkers for Christmas. And they were very appreciative of them, so that's good. Oh, I need to put my little rooftop on my dormer window. Soon I will do my spring release, which I made a bunch of cards last spring. And I don't think I opened my online shop in time to put those spring cards up. I can't remember actually. Or maybe I just didn't sell those either. I don't know. But they're going up on the website soon. And I'm deciding what additional spring cards I want to do. Yes, if you would love to buy some beautiful handcrafted cards, I do have an online shop, and it is always linked in the description box below. I just felt like greeting cards was a lucrative business. Everybody buys greeting cards, but I don't know. I'm not selling any. It's been very hard but I'm not gonna give up on it. Alrighty, and then I have this window here. That's gonna go up here, and then again I just add in the little window pieces. This is a lot of little pieces, y'all. And one of my spring cards that I made last year, it involved a ton of little pieces like this. It was one of those cute, like, spring boots. You know, the big water boots, rain boots. And it had florals and a bird, and oh my gosh, it took forever to make that card. And I want to say I made 2 of them, because I usually make at least 2 of a card. And yeah, that one took a lot of time. There were so many little pieces. I think there were like 3 or 4 different flowers, and each flower had a minimum of about 3 pieces. It was a lot of labor. Alrighty. Oh, my stomach's growling. I'm hungry. Okay, and then I like to dab it a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna set that. Wait, I need to put this on while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, let me put this on. Yeah, like I said, my house here is gonna have lots of colors, because that is the scrapbooks pieces that I had left. I tried to use all of my scraps. And okay, well, that looks a little off because it is. Okay, there's that. Then I'm gonna put this piece over here. I'm glad I'm experimenting with this. That way, when I actually use this to make cards, oh baby, that's gonna be a nice charge on that card, because that's a lot of work. That way I can have a better idea of how to put it together when I make an actual card. Okay, these pieces, I think they're actually supposed to go in here, but since I cut this the wrong color, but I'm gonna go ahead and use them because it will give me the dimension that I need, so that the dimension matches everything else. Otherwise, it's going to look flat up here and not so flat everywhere else. All right. Oh, goodness. Oh no, I just thought of something. Oh God, can I pull this up? I just realized. Okay, I made a boo-boo. See if I can pull this extra paper up. Okay, I needed to put this down first before I put the dormer window. Okay. Y'all, look at me. That is why when I usually make something with a bunch of pieces like this, right? Let me put this down. I usually prefer to watch a video of someone else using it first. And I didn't do that. I just jumped right in I just jumped right on into the water knowing I can't swim. Oh my word. Okay, now let's put some more glue back here again, and then we'll add this. That kind of helps with the black, gives it some contrast. Okay, so those are our pieces to our house. The only other thing I've got left is this little chimney. And this chimney is going to come from back here like that. Taking off the excess glue. Okay. And then we'll add this piece. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Okay. Alrighty. So there is, oh, one more thing. Oh, I take that back. Now, when I talk about little bitty pieces, these are some little bitty pieces. They're supposed to be the door handle, and there's 3 pieces, and I don't know why there's 3 pieces for the door handle, but we're about to figure it out. So I had to really keep these off to the side because I knew that was going to be a challenge. So let me look at my okay, what it appears is that these are 3 different door handles. So I don't actually need all 3 pieces, and I'm going to go, let me grab these out of the way. I'm going to go with this little teeny tiny door handle here. Ooh. And we're just going to put the door handle just like that. Okay. So our pieces to our house are done. I'm going to now grab my creative journal. Okay, so I did some Dutch doors the last time in here, and I put some embellishments that, you know, added a little bit of weight. So let me see. Okay, so we need to put these 2 pieces down. So this piece is going to overlap this piece just a tad. So I'm going to put this piece down first. Now, let me see something. I'm trying to look at something here. The same length. Okay, I'm going to cut a piece of this. Let's see, about 2 inches, 1.5. That looks good. All right, I'm gonna put this down on here first. Okay. All right, there's that. It kind of makes it look like a patch of grass. Ooh, I love it. Okay, then we're gonna put this down. So let's just get glue all on the back of this piece. Okay, and we're gonna add this piece. This is fun. It's fun, but it's tedious. Like, I'm not gonna even lie. The cutting alone of all the die pieces probably took me almost an hour. Not gonna lie, it was not a simple task. Not at all. Oh my God, I absolutely am in love with this. I know my house has some funky colors, but look at it. Like, look at my house. Okay? Look at my house. Now, I know there were some other elements in my die set I could have added. They had like lanterns and things like that, trees. But I decided against all that. Now, I have this stamp set. And I love the sentiments. This goes, we're moving, which is cute. Welcome home. Welcome to the neighborhood. So if you got a new neighbor, you could make them a card for that. Thank you for your hospitality. We moved. Life takes us to unexpected places. Love brings us home. Home sweet home. You make me feel right at home. I'm with you. When I'm with you, I'm home. Of course, the famous home is where the heart is. There's no place like home. I wish you lived next door. What I love about my home is who I share it with. It's the love of a family that makes a home. So these are really, really cool. I like these. I'm going to use the home sweet home. Is that what I want to use? Yeah, I think I'm going to use the home sweet home. So let's go ahead. I gotta get my ink because it's not right here. I have some ink right here, but it's yellow ink and I don't want to use yellow ink. Nope, don't want to do that. So let me grab, I need to grab my other ink. Let me put this like this. Pick it up, rub it. This kind of helps prime the stamp. All right, let me grab some ink. Okay, and here's some scratch. I like to practice a few times before I actually stamp. So this helps prime it too when you do a little practice run. Whoops. That was my notes on which colors I wanted to use where. Okay. All right, I need to be able to see. I'm gonna have to pull this a little closer to me. Well, I just messed that up. Got ink on it. All right, yeah, I messed that up a little bit, but that's okay. All right. Alrighty, we'll just do some white out. And then over here, we can cover that like with some boxes, you know? So we're just going to use some black boxes. Oh, I'm like all out of that size, huh? Pretty much. Put a box there. Choose one of these long journaling boxes. Put that there. We'll put that box there. And you could journal about things you like about home. Why home is important. Things like that. Do I want to do another stamp? I'm thinking I kind of do. Nah. We'll leave it like that. Okay, let's see. Any more boxes? Let's do one more tall box like this. Okay. Alrighty. That does it. This was a long, laborious job, but we did it. Now, oh, let me close up this ink right now before I make a mess, because yeah, I tend to make a mess when I stamp. But yeah, I don't even think y'all saw me practicing this. I was out of frame, but yeah, I like to practice before I start stamping on my pages. And it, like I said, it helps prime the stamp as well as rubbing against there. So oh, is that crooked? Oh yes, it is. Or maybe this is crooked. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. All right. There we have it, guys. Home sweet home. Let me zoom out so you can see. Yeah, I think this turned out really, really cute. I feel like I need some more color, but because I've got like all these different colors going on over here, I don't even know what to begin to put on this side of the page. So let me see. There was one thing I thought of doing. Ooh, ooh. I'm just grabbing a book and seeing what I can use, if anything, if any of these colors are going to work. because I got a lot of colors going on over there. I don't think any of these are going to work. I thought maybe this may be, so yeah, no, those aren't going to work. So I think we're just going to call it a day. But I do think this turned out really, really cute. So comment below, let me know. Where's that quote? It says, it's the love of a family that makes a home. So tell me in the comments below, what do you think makes a house a home? Let me know in the comments. Let me know, have you played around with any of your craft supplies in your planner lately? Also, don't forget, click the link in the description box. It's going to take you to the next video in the loop. Once you've gone through all the videos and get back to where you started, you know you've completed the loop. Please, please show some love. It's free. Comment, share, like, subscribe. It helps bring visibility to the video and visibility to the channel, and all the content creators would be so forever grateful for you for that. So that's all I've got for this video. Don't forget to slay, subscribe, like, and accept the alerts so you don't miss anything. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.